Hello everyone. I'm in pinkest of my health and I hope the same for you all. I know you all have been doing wonders in your life. It's been a long time since I presented my last class, but today I'm here with another important topic in social work, and that is problem solving techniques in social work. See, these classes are just not about reading what has been given in the slides. These are the notes which has been prepared after referring different books by different authors. And the language which has been presented here is being tailored in such a form that it becomes easily graspable by everyone. Everyone can understand the language which is being written here. So go through the classes and enhance your knowledge about the topics. So let's see what is there in this topic and let's get on with it. See, the purpose of social work is to help people to handle their problems of social functioning effectively. And the helping process is to be carried out in such a way that the philosophical values of social work as well as the principles are adhered to. The problem solving techniques are actually used for, firstly, rendering help to cope with the problems which the client cannot handle unaided. And secondly, enhancing the operation of client's ego function whereby he or she moves towards greater ability in handling their life and even in handling their own problems. Now, supportive techniques. These techniques are being used in social casework. So, we can say that casework techniques or the supportive techniques are actually the procedures of helping the client. They are the wherewithal through which the client gets the experience of being helped. Here, in this presentation, we'll be discussing about one of the important and prominent techniques of social casework, and that is acceptance. Acceptance is one of the basic techniques of helping. We can say it is a way of approach, an ongoing disposition through which the client feels that he is welcome to the social work agency and the social worker wants to help him. The way the client is received, given a seat, and listened to is very much important in creating an atmosphere of acceptance. There are, however, certain factors which facilitate acceptance. Firstly, one's rootedness in the philosophical values of social work can become a built in feature that smoothens the path of acceptance. Secondly, knowledge of human growth and development of human behavior, their experiences, their particular conditions, and other factors is really helpful. And thirdly, the self awareness of the social worker, that is, his own mental processes, biases, and feelings. So, these three factors really help in facilitation of the process of acceptance. These three things becomes very much important, which helps the social worker to accept the client. Now, for this acceptance, there has been a wonderful story which we have been listening through our childhood, and it's a story about the true friendship of Lord Krishna with Sudama. So let's listen to the story. Lord Krishna and Sudama were childhood friends. As they grew up, there arose a wide gap between them. Krishna belonged to the affluent nobility, and Sudama remained very poor. One day, Sudama decided to visit Krishna. At the gate of Krishna's palace, Sudama became uncomfortable about his poverty and shoddiness of the token gift he had brought, and that was just a handful of beaten rice. But Krishna's response to the arrival of his friend was astounding. He ran to meet Sudama, embraced him, and ate appreciatively the beaten rice. Even Sudama felt the warmth of his welcome. So, all these elements constituted Krishna's acceptance of Sudama. So, this is a wonderful story which gives the essence, the importance of one of the important supportive technique, and that is acceptance. When we accept someone, we have to accept the person as he or she is wholeheartedly, without being judgmental, without being biased. Now, besides acceptance, client also want assurance, facilitation of expression of feelings, ailing feelings that are overpowering, accrediting and building of self confidence, encouragement and reassurance, being with the client, emotional support, action oriented support. Last but not the least is advocacy. To understand the term advocacy, there has been a case study. For instance, there was a case of Usha, a domestic maid, who could not take her disabled child to the hospital for regular treatment because the hospital timings clashed with Usha's work schedule. So, on the social worker's advice, request, or we can say advocacy, Usha's employer was willing to change the timings to make it convenient for Usha to take the child for treatment. So, with little interference of the social worker, the problem has been solved. So, this was a simple example of the term advocacy. And this way, we can say that the supportive techniques are indeed necessary because they obviate the use of defenses by the client. They enhances the different defenses which can be used by the client to make the problem easy and to face it in a more effective way. They cater for the material and non material needs, thus, remove some of the obstacles for the changes. Supportive techniques provide direct support like help and resources. They may be financial aid, money, medicines, sponsorships, and others. And even the indirect support, that is, emotional support like acceptance, appreciation, encouragement, reassurance, etc. So, this was a small presentation about the helping techniques used in social work, particularly in casework, and that too the acceptance. By the time, do take care of yourself and of the people and of the nature around. Thank you.